Well, it's a case you have probably heard about, and a crime that'll just make you incredibly angry when you hear about it and see it. A group of men opened fire on an innocent family, killing 7-year-old Kristyana Jackson.
Now, it happened in Elkhart in 2012. Tonight, we're hearing from the family living this nightmare as WSBT-22's Kristin Bean looks inside this cold case, a case police hope you'll help solve.
It's been 2 years, and the pain and fear are still as raw as they were the night it happened.
And that's why I always wish they had took me and not her. And I wonder why I'm here and she's not. It just don't seem fair.
This was a happy, normal family. John, a factory worker, and Kimmy, a hairstylist, raising 2 kids. 7-year-old Kristyana was proud to be a big sister to her 7-month-old brother, John.
Very lively, just full of life, always smiling. She was pretty perfect.
My mama looked at me. She is crazy.
But on August 17th, 2012, everything changed.
How often do you think about that night?
Every day.
Every single day.
It was 10:30 Friday night. Kimmy and Kristyana were just returning home from a high school football game. John had stayed home with the baby. What happened next happened fast.
I walked up to the porch and we were approached by men.
I heard Kimmy scream. I seen them standing behind Kimmy and Kristyana, and I just tried to get to Kristyana, but they just kept shooting. And I knew I was getting hit, but I had no idea where. And laid her on the floor, and she had a gunshot wound to the head. Then I ran out front, the front door, and just started yelling, "They shot my baby. Somebody please help us. They shot my baby."
The masked men ran away. Kimmy called 911. John was shot 3 times. He was in pain, but that pain wouldn't compare to losing his daughter and the terrifying scene he can't get out of his mind.
Opened up the door, and she just stood there. And I seen her eyes, and she just looked at me. Because I always told her I would never let nothing happen to her. And she stood there that night, and he was standing behind her with his hand around her neck, and she was just looking at me. All I could see was just her head and her eyes. And I just ran towards her, and like I said, they just kept shooting and wouldn't stop.
Elkhart police haven't stopped looking into this case.
Definitely one of the most intricate and involved investigations that I've taken part in.
He gave us enough information to where we could close those doors that we were looking at.
Detectives won't reveal many new details about the case, like motive or whether there are suspects. But they do say they need information from the people who know what happened. And they know they're out there.
We don't solve these cases by ourselves. I mean, we rely on everyone.
And that's what Kimmy and John are hoping for. Answers and justice for their little girl, Kristyana Jackson.
Do the right thing. How hard is it to do the right thing?
Somebody know anything, please. And just call Crime Stoppers, call the Elkhart City Police, and that's all we ask.
Police emphasize this was a good, innocent family and something horrible happened to them. They say there are people who know who was involved in Kristyana's murder. And you can find more information on this case on our website, WSBT.com.